Getting the show rocking early, y'all. Salute, Shieldmore, Planet Raiders. We are in the building.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yo, shout out to everybody already here in the building, man. You see what time it is, man. We got my brothers in here, Hammer, Andy, Wasted, Big Mike. Y'all know what time it is, man. We're going to have a good one today. We wanted to start a little early. Our guest is going to be here soon. Adam Plant will be here in about 10 minutes. Our new UDFA signing out of UNLV. Raider Cody's going to be here rocking with us for a few minutes. So we wanted to jump on, warm the crowd up a little bit, talk our shit. And I want you guys to know also the interview will probably be 20 to 30 minutes long. And we're going to talk about the UDFA other signings after that. So with that being said, Big Mike, what's up, brother?
Man, good, man. I'm excited for this thing, man. I've been thinking about it all day. Man, I'm ready to get this thing started, bro.
There we go. Hammer, what's good, little bro?
Yeah. What's
okay,
good?
The sound is good. He ain't glitching anymore. He ain't All right, there we go.
In the building, bitch. New York is in the building.
Big Bo. Shout out to little bro. Andy, what's good, bro?
Shit, whole lot of nothing, man. Let's get it rocking.
Let's get it rocking. We're going to be looking like a whole Brady bunch in this bitch tonight. And we have our big brother Wasted Talent in the building. What's good, big bro?
I'm chilling, man. Chilling, brother.
I'm
ready to get to this interview, bro.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I think
game
you
mode right
now,
now,
because you was looking little.
Yeah, he was doing some weird shit over there, bro.
Oh, he shit himself.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The bullet in my hip is bothering me, Andy. I'm sorry.
Hey, I have to say this. Damn, he went dark as hell right now. I have to say this. Shout out to my dog Andy Kim, man. So this is my guy from Cali. He lives out here in my area. We go to the gym every day. Today we were talking about the experience that we had in the draft or whatnot, right? And he said, "Man, I love Wasted, bro." He was like, he reminds me of a reverend.
The Reverend Wasted.
So we're gonna call Wasted the Reverend Wasted Talent moving forward, bro.
The building fund needs to be stimulated.
Shout out to my dog, Andy Kim, as always. Shout out to everybody here in the building. We do not know where you guys are watching. You could be watching from Hammer's channel, Wasted's channel, my channel. It does not matter. Maybe one day Andy will give us his information again so we can sign him back up. But, he doesn't care. And I want you guys to understand this, too. Once this goes up tonight, it will also be on Big Mike Raiders channel as well. You know how we do over here. Look, ain't no selfishness with our camp, man. We spread the wealth. You know what I mean? So it will be over at Big Mike's channel as well. Our brother's been putting in that work. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Big Mike Raider. I think it's about 200 away, 250 away from being monetized on YouTube. So make sure you guys go support our brother, man. I'm excited about this one because what's crazy is the other day Andy said, we got to talk about Adam Plant. He was like, because, the production, the measurables, and, next thing you know, we get a call, from this guy right here that says, yo, what do you think about getting Adam Plant on the show? You know what I mean? And then boom, it's funny how things work, man. Cody, what's good, brother?
What's going on, fellas? Good to see you guys virtually again.
Blackout. You guys. Hey, real quick, we got to plug this real fast as well. Cody does it way better than me in terms of promoting the entire thing, right? Because there's all kind of shit included in the package. You guys go to blackoutdivision.com. And what do you get over there, Cody?
So all you got to do is enter in your email. You got a chance to win 2 home opener tickets, which we're giving away in less than 2 weeks. over there. The Raiders Report on Chat Sports, if anyone's ever heard of that. I'm sure a few people have. We're going to give away 2 tickets to the home opener. Does not include travel and hotel, so don't get super excited. But 2 tickets to the home opener, 2 tickets to our night before party. You're going to get 2 party bus passes with us. You're going to get some gear. You're going to get some residency hats, maybe some Charles Woodson jerseys, courtesy of Woodson Whiskey, bunch of gear. We're gonna load you guys up. So all you got to do is enter in your email, blackoutdivision.com. You got like a little over a week left.
There you have it. And for those who have been watching all day today, it has definitely been a Mount Shieldmore takeover today. Hammer was live. Wasted was live. I did a coffee and convo this morning. Now we are here blacked out. Shieldmore Planet Raiders. We are definitely taking over Raider YouTube today. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us, man. You guys have been the best. I mean, filling up the chat all day. Shout out to you guys, man. Real talk. Hit that like button, man. Meaning wipe them feet. Hit that subscribe button on all the channels, man. It's definitely appreciated. Andy, give me a little insight real quick on our guest that we have coming on, Adam Plant Jr. that you have, because you were speaking about him even before we really even lined this up. So how do you feel about this UDFA acquisition?
Yeah, man, just broad, overlook real quick. Out of high school, went straight to TCU. Didn't work out there, or didn't go to as he planned maybe. Then transferred over in 2020 to UNLV. Been there ever since. 3.5 sacks first year, 3.5 sacks 2021. This last season, boom, 7 sacks right there from the season. 3 forced fumbles.
3 forced fumbles. Yeah,
and the 6'6", 260 frame, man. That's why I was so surprised, man. You get a prospect with that much production and the measurables to add with it, they usually get drafted. So we get to know him a little more going forward today, man. But I'm excited, for sure.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, man, he went to a high school in Las Vegas that's one of the top high schools in the nation, Bishop Gorman, where plenty of NFL talent. Look, this is one of the greatest schools. Like when we move to Vegas, I'm definitely looking at that for my sons. When they get to play in the game, I gotta look at Bishop Gorman. I know the expenses. LV Maximus was telling us. He was telling us at our event, what it is. But you know what? Hey, I'm gonna work my ass off for it because they deserve it, man. But I'm excited about this, man. Like you said, the production, 3.5 sacks, 3.5 and 7, 3 forced fumbles. This is a guy that can definitely add some pass rush to this defensive line. As a rotational piece. We know we just drafted Tyree and still got Chandler, still got Max. Wasted, how do you feel about this pickup before our guy pulls up, man?
Man, I'm really excited because, like Andy said, he has high level production. But the thing is, a lot of the UDFAs, when you pick them up, there's something missing. There's always like a speed aspect might be missing, a size aspect that might be missing. But as far as the physical measurables, he is an NFL talent.
Yeah.
Right off the rip, he looks the part. You know what I mean? And the thing about him is that, from high school, he's played in places that have big competition. He's not coming from Nutbush, Tennessee, man. This guy played at Bishop Gorman. He went to TCU, a big program, and went to another program that's on the rise in UNLV. So I think this is a guy that might have been one of these guys in a few years where we're going to look back and be like, man, I can't believe this guy was drafted. I mean, this guy's a stud.
And Cody, but also there was some other schools that he was that was looked at as well in terms of him going to, right? What were some of those schools?
No, he definitely had some offers even before TCU. I know he fiddled around with Arizona, a couple Arizona schools. He had offers from Oregon, USC. But he's not the only college student that makes choices like that. You know what I mean? Depends on living situation, location, coaching staff at the time, and who's gonna really give you the best opportunity to showcase your talents. You know what I mean? You don't always want to be tucked away at Oregon or USC if you can go to one of these other schools and get some more playing time and really be you. The crazy part is, obviously ending up at UNLV, which is great for us. It's crazy that we almost had him on the podcast during the draft, right? So we almost talked to him even before we signed him, which would have been dope. Have a little follow-up afterwards. But, I mean, that's now after this draft, 14 years that a UNLV player hasn't been drafted. So, obviously, I think him, and there's also a linebacker, AJK from UNLV, that I thought could have broke the streak. Didn't, but obviously still super talented players. And maybe, hopefully UNLV gets a little bit more love next year.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe he'll break that curse with just taking the NFL by storm.
That's all that matters. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, go ahead, Andy.
No, I was going to say we got Javin White out of UNLV, right?
Yeah.
Undrafted though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
But it's been a while. It's been a while
Yeah.
since one of these guys have been drafted, and the program has been overlooked for way too long. These guys have a lot of talent at that school. You know what I mean? And I mean,
They're winning
I'm
more
going,
games now, man.
yeah, but I'm going back to the days of watching Larry Johnson in basketball and Stacey Ogman, and like back then it was a powerhouse program, and to see these guys now at Allegiant Stadium sharing our field with us, it's like at some point these guys have to blow up, right? Yeah, they have to, and I think that people are going to start taking notice, and I'm hoping that our guy right here, man, Adam Plant, can help plant that flag, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying, and get that school rocking, because definitely, man, we're trying to help usher in this whole Raider culture of what we know into Las Vegas, and it'd be great to have that UNLV running Rebels help. You know what I mean? Help usher that in, man.
Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure that UNLV is established as a football powerhouse and not just a basketball powerhouse, And it's good having a National Football League team in a major city like Las Vegas and having a symbiotic relationship with the college program. So, that's absolutely going to help usher sports in Las Vegas in. Because if you have a football powerhouse to go alongside of an NFL powerhouse, you have a WNBA team, you got a baseball team, hockey team. It is really going to turn Las Vegas into one of the major sports markets in America, man.
Yeah, wasted just to top that off, man. You want to have that same symbiotic relationship with the high school and the college. You want to keep those local guys from Bishop Gorman and say, hey, it's good here at home as well. Stay home and build something special here in Las Vegas. That's what we're looking for. Maybe Plant can be that guy that kind of bridges that gap. That'd be perfect.
That would be
Facts. My dog is over here going crazy, man. My wife was trying to get her away from me, and she got the. I'm like, oh,
Look, Barry Sanders.
It's crazy. But what's funny? We were supposed to get this interview at Barcode, but then thank God, this happened today because something else happened over there. You know what I mean? At that same point where we got Chuck on. So, you know what I mean? Everything worked itself out. Now we got Adam Plant coming on tonight, man. So that's such a blessing. Shout out to Ridgeback, man. Never forget Suge Knight played football at UNLV. This is facts.
Yeah, we said that last night.
And now he's right here. That's crazy. The living legend.
The living legend. He's stupid. Salute to everybody here in the building. Once again, you guys, our guest will be here shortly. We like I said, we have about 20-30 minutes at most. He has a prior engagement, so it's just a blessing to have him on for a few minutes and be able to talk some football with him. Let me see, make sure. Okay, yeah, he got the link. Let's get a couple questions in while we're over here waiting for our guest to pull up. It'll be a breeding ground for superior athletes. Shout out to Raider Rock. Yeah, I know Rock is since signed with Baltimore. It's crazy. We were talking about him earlier. I know I was on Copy Convo about him but for potentially up to $6.5 million. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he's gonna meet that. You know what I mean? I know there's probably heavy incentives because he hasn't played, I think, more than 13 games in the season. So it probably has something to do with being attached to that. But hey, man, we might just swap corners at this point. Marcus Peters is still out there. Shaquille Griffin's still out there. There's still some guys that we can bring in, veterans that can help this young DB room. Let me see. Primo said, hella forgot about the Las Vegas Vipers too from the XFL. Add them to the Vegas sports. Bro, Vegas is just growing tremendously. Like sports-wise,
market, yeah.
My A's might be there soon. Apparently, they're supposed to get an NBA team. Vegas is going to be a sports hub here in a minute.
It's going to be a mess. It's like LA traffic already, so not looking forward to it. Them dang Uber prices right now, bro. Nuts.
Oh my God, bro. I think, yeah. What's funny was, bro, we went to from Barcode to the Win. I didn't even want to ask you what that shit was.
I mean, it was a quick we're in the car like 8 minutes. It's like $35. It's like awesome.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't make any sense, bro.
I was out there for the fight. I think I spent $200 on Ubers.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out to Rule real quick. Watched Adam Plant Jr. my freshman year. Gorman versus St. John Bosco. A lot of kids from both programs in the league. Crazy life goes full circle. Shout out to Rule.
Yes,
it's a heavyweight matchup right there.
Yeah, that's facts. Our resident.
Yeah, man. That's the thing is that like how Oasis was saying was that like Bishop Gorman, like that is a powerhouse. And the thing is that with those powerhouses, since they do have to pay so much for those kids to attend that school, they travel to play other top schools in the nation, and they travel coast to coast. Like I think they a few times went out to Miami and played in Florida multiple times. Like they travel and they don't shy away from any competition, man. So this is a big time school, and I think that is dope that he's in every level of his game he's been in Vegas. So that's dope for sure.
Let me ask you, because we are doing this UDFA show tonight, and like I said, matter of fact, you know what? We gonna hold off on that. Our guy is backstage. I know he's getting his camera together and stuff like that. What's another UDFA? And I'll go with Hammer at this point, man. Like, bro, who was another guy that we got that you're excited about at this point?
Drake Thomas.
There you go,
Man,
Yeah, man.
watching that kid's tape.
Yeah,
Look, he possesses like a lot of these traits that a lot of these other linebackers, these top tier linebackers in this draft class, don't seem to have. Like the kid is amazing sideline to sideline. He read and reacts phenomenally.
Yeah.
His angle pursuit, forget about it. And that dude will shoot out like a cannon and fucking make plays happen in the backfield like it's nobody's business.
Hey, he's gonna make this roster this year.
I pray to God so, because I will get his jersey.
Yo, Adam, you in the building, brother?
Yes, sir.
So is your camera? What, you got a camera?
Yeah, I mean, it says that the mic is on. I don't know why it's not showing.
Okay, yeah, your mic is definitely on, brother. We can't see you. Let me see.
It's really the blackout today, huh?
Blackout. Shout out to our dog Adam Plant. I'm gonna put you backstage real quick, bro, and just figure out the camera. We'll bring you right back on. We know we got a few minutes with you. We can't wait to spit these questions out, man, and get to talking with you.
Yes, sir.
1 second, man. Shout out to our brother Adam Plant Jr. He is backstage. You guys definitely gonna get these questions in soon. But yeah, I'm very excited about Drake Thomas, bro. Like that's a guy, dog, that I think will be definitely a force to be reckoned with this on this roster, at least, because the linebacker room is so thin at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and we're betting on a lot of UDFAs at this point. Darian Butler, Luke Masterson, and now Drake Thomas. You know what I mean? I think Devon Diablo takes the next step this year. I do, and I don't know about Robert Spillane. I don't know what he's gonna look like in terms of.
Yeah, they're banking heavy on those two right there, man. Spillane, Diablo, they're banking heavy on those, man.
Measurables with Darian Butler, he might like realistically be an odd man out, like at 5'10".
Yeah,
I don't
Drake
know.
Thomas is 5'11", so I mean,
Drake Thomas is 6 foot 228.
in cleats and helmet.
well, that's where we're gonna see him at.
At the end of the day, man, you still have to have guys on special teams.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of times we forget about that aspect of the game. That is the third chamber of football. You know, so a guy like Butler is a guy that has a leg up on Drake Thomas, I think, because he understands the system. He was here last year, and he has value in special teams. The thing that kind of worries me about Thomas is his arm. It's very, very short arms, man. You know what I mean? And as a linebacker, you have problems disengaging from blocks and making plays when you got short arms. Now, listen, he seems like a guy who has kind of played through his physical limitations and played at such a high level that I want to see that translate at the next level. You know, if it translates to the next level, we definitely have a gym hammer, because I saw the production, man. The production is off the charts at a collegiate level, you know.
Get yourself a little mini Eric Kendricks, man, out of NC State.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey, real quick, Adam said he's changing to a different computer right now, so he'll be here shortly.
The banner, when he gets on, it might have to. Oh no, because it would look like it was covering up half of the screen too.
Yeah, I'll take it down if need be. Let me see. We still can't see him, but yo, Adam.
Yes, sir.
What's good, brother? Yeah, we can't see you, but you know what? If we got to talk like this, it is what it is. I know the nation wants to see you, but it's all good. Let me see. Yeah, because it's not on our end, but it's all love, brother. How does it feel to be a Las Vegas Raider, man?
It's a blessing. I know this is just the beginning. I'm just getting my foot in the door, so now I'm just ready to go to work.
I mean, you went from one of the top high schools in the nation, Bishop Gorman, you know what I mean, to the NFL. I mean, to UNLV, to the NFL, and there's only a few other guys that can say they did what you did. The Dalton Kincaids of the world, the Cedric Tillmans, Darnell Washingtons, Dorian Thompson, Robinsons, the Caillou Blue Kellys. Like, that is crazy, man. Like, how much does Las Vegas mean to you? Because I know being there right now is insane.
Man, it means everything, just to have the support and love from the city and, just being able to grow up here over the years for most of my life. The city's been nothing but great to me, and I've been able to accomplish nothing but the best here. And being able to do it with all my brothers, man, is just icing on the cake. All of us having these huge aspirations and having these talks as we was kids, and to now see it actually come full circle of fruition, and it's a big thing.
Yeah, man, and we're excited, man. The production is there, the measurables are there. So all my brothers, man, have a question each. I know you have a prior engagement real quick. Big Mike, man, shoot it out one time, brother. I know you got a fire question. This is our brother Big Mike Wasted. Don't do that.
Big Mike, how you doing, man?
Hey, good. How you doing, man? It's Big Mike. Hey, so I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Every time I watch UNLV football, I think to myself, this is a sleeping giant. This is a team that has the resources, the destination city. You got the NIL deals coming up, money being generated in Vegas. What do you think needs to happen from a UNLV perspective, an alumni perspective, for UNLV to be put on the map on a national level? We do have the extension of the college football playoff and things like that. So UNLV has a chance to represent the Mountain West as a champion at some point and maybe go play for a championship. What needs to happen from that perspective?
Just the production, just to improve overall, from the players and from the coaches. I think we're on pace with that these last 3 years.
Right.
Everybody's watched the consistent progression as far as our records and stuff. And behind closed doors, just changing the whole mindset of the program and how we were as individuals. So I think now with Barry Odom taking over, I think, they're on the right pace of that. And ultimately, I think that this team has nothing but success ahead of them. A lot of times people get discouraged, look down or look past, if that we're not the top tier program. And of course, that comes with, earning the respect with wins and losses. But, overall, I think they built something great over there. And I think ultimately, these next 3 years will determine the success of this school and this program.
My dog. Shout out to my brother Hammer's house, man. He has a question for you as well, Adam. Go ahead, brother.
First off, welcome to the Raider Nation, Adam.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
2 players that you emulated your game around growing up.
Growing up would be Aldous Smith and Julius Peppers. Those probably were the top 2 dudes my dad had me watch.
I like that. Hey, quick and easy. 2 guys with crazy measurables.
Yeah.
That with crazy production.
We seen Julius Peppers last year in the draft. Remember when we were out there?
Yeah.
That's a big dog over there, dude. Like,
That's facts. Andy, what you got for our dog, man?
oh yeah, I mean, kind of off the same issue, man. If you had a top 3, top 5 edge rushers right now in the league that you think is that you like their game a lot up there, man.
Definitely start off with the 2-headed monsters here with Max and Chandler Jones. Next, I'll probably say Justin Houston. Justin Houston's been an OG in the game for such a long time.
Love that.
Of course, I don't think nobody bends the corner better than that dude.
I love that. I love the Justin Houston response.
Yeah,
that's
good.
an OG that's been productive in the league forever.
Yeah,
like real
bro.
I wish DeMarcus Ware was still playing. I think that guy was a true technician in what he did. And I got an opportunity to beat him a couple years back when I was about 17. And he gave me a lot of words of encouragement this past summer at the Pastor Summit. So,
that's dope.
That had to have been while you were in TCU, right? Because I live in Dallas, so he's still very active out here.
Yeah, it was right before I even went to college. This was back in 2017.
Okay.
I was going into my senior year of high school, and then this past summer, this past 2022, I met him at the Pastor Summit again. He gave me advice.
That's what's up. Our brother Wasted Talent has a question for you as well, Adam.
Yeah, how you doing tonight, Adam? Adam, I want to ask you really quickly, man. Being that you're a local Las Vegas kid, and seems like your journey has brought you back to the college in your old neighborhood. What made you choose TCU initially? And I have another question too. I was very, very curious when I heard you talking about playing defensive end. Did you play defensive end even in elementary school and high school, or did you play other positions in high school and elementary school?
Defensive end was the first position that came naturally to me. Of course, my dad being the former right and left tackle, I play offense and defensive line a little league, as opposed to, everybody does that. And, they were happy in trick plays as far as lining by receiver for crackbacks in little league. Obviously, we can't do that no more. But, that was my claim to fame when I was 10. And with TCU initially, that was the only school that reached out to me, gave me an opportunity to play college football. So, I was blessed just to be able to have a prestigious coach like Gary Patterson give me an opportunity to play college football.
I love it. Real quick, man, I want to tell you before Cody comes with his question real fast. Everybody in the chat, you got hundreds of people right now telling you welcome to Raider Nation. At some point, Adam, we would love to bring you back and just have the chat, the nation, the pulse of this, be able to ask you some questions. We know you have a prior engagement tonight, so we're just trying to just throw them out there right now. But we would love to have you come back very soon, man. So our people in the chat, can get acquainted with you as well. Is that cool with you, brother?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No problem.
I love it. Raider Cody, my brother.
So I want to add something in because I'm hungry myself right now. What's your go-to burger at Barcode Burgers?
Chato, a big Chato burger.
Okay. Okay.
That was fun for sure.
Is that the one you had, Cody?
I had all of them this weekend. So normally I'm a 2-meal guy. This weekend ruined me, bro. I went there and I had the King. I had the, I like the Hangover burger, basically.
Yeah. Oh, they got,
dude, I had the wings.
Oh, bro, it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, I had the grilled cheeseburger. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I can't even keep up with what I did this weekend. So I'm full. Adam, wanted to ask you, man, I noticed that you majored in communications, you minored in journalism. Obviously, football in your career from here on out is number one priority. But obviously, I think you choosing that path in college, is that in mind for you in your future to continue to stay in the sports world and kind of what we're doing here?
Definitely. Sports broadcasting was always something that I had a passion for. And, outside the game of football, I want to be able to still have close ties to the game. Everybody can't play the game of football forever or play their divine sport forever. So I always want to have something that keep me close ties to it as well. Us being fans of sports and always loving sports and what they brought to us and brought to the world, what better job to have than to be a sports broadcaster?
Yeah.
I like that.
We just had the GOAT Charles Woodson on a few days ago, and he's doing commentary now. And he said the same thing. Like, you can't play football forever. You have to be able to transition. So that's a beautiful thing, man, that you took your education that serious, and that you have plans. Man, we are excited, Adam. And I want to ask you one question on the way out, like I said, because I know what you got going on tonight. How are you? Because, look, you're going into a room right now with Max Crosby, Tyree Wilson, and Chandler Jones. And we're not even talking about the Jordan Willises of the world and other guys.
Malcolm Kuntz.
Yeah, the Malcolm Kuntzes of the world. How are you approaching this? Because it's going to be a battle. We all believe in you. And to be real with you, I think, we believe you can make this roster. But how do you approach that knowing those guys are on this roster? I know you're going to put those guys are going to put their arm around you. That's what kind of guys they are. They're going to make sure that, they mentor you and all that good stuff. But how are you preparing to go into camp knowing you have all these guys that you have to fight against?
Just doing what I've been doing these years just to give me to this opportunity, just put my head down and doing my work. I'm not taking this opportunity lightly. And, especially now more than ever, I'm tucking my tail, make sure I come with all my P's and Q's because these are all grown men and the elites of the elites. You don't get to this league by accident. These dudes were the best at their divine school, and now they're the best in the league at their divine position. So I know I got to come full head of steam every practice, every opportunity that I get to showcase my skill set, show what I can do, and how I can perform on the field. I'm not taking anything lightly. So I know I have to come with my full A game, as well as I know those guys come with their A game. So I know I have to stay on my toes and make sure I'm doing, if not as much as them, even more. And because they already have it set and they're working hard. And to see what they got, what type of money they're making, and what type of money they made for themselves, and see how much work they put in. And I haven't even done anything yet, so I know I have to work even harder just to get to that point.
Yeah, man. Hey, brother, everything you were saying is right. We are excited, man, and we just want to say, man, prayers to you and yours. We hope that you do everything you can possible. It's gonna be, how this is, man. Football is always. It's always, you got to fight for your position anywhere you go, whether you in Pee-wee football, high school, it doesn't matter where you are. You got to fight for it. We are all rooting for you, brother. This is one of those stories that it's like you can't make this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like
it almost seems predestined. It almost seems predestined.
Exactly, man. So you want to let anybody in the chat and everybody know on the way out where we can follow you, where we can check you out, and what you got going on?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at APJ01. To the Raider Nation, to you guys all, man, I appreciate you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys for all the words of encouragement and questions, man. You guys are great, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys again, and I'm looking forward to going back to work and showing you guys.
Well, hey, we're going to be there in person shortly, so maybe we can line that interview back up again at Barcode. We can get you there in person and have a few drinks and unwind and talk. You know what I mean? Talk work, man.
Yes, sir, definitely.
My brother, go. Hey,
Silver Black, man.
Yes, sir. And go look, them kids out there waiting on you, brother. Go do your thing. Thank you so much for pulling up on us last minute and being able to talk with us. We appreciate you so much, bro. Welcome to Raider Nation. Real quick before you leave.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Have a blessed night, brother.
Yes, sir. You guys too. Thank you.
Shout out to my dog, Adam Plant Jr. for pulling up tonight, man. It was so dope to have him. He just sounds like a good kid, man. Like one of them guys, head down, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna look at the playbook. He's about business. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's how he got there, man. That's how he got there.
Yeah. I know we don't have Cody all night. I want to ask you, Cody, what did you get off of, like this interview and how do you feel about, this acquisition at this point, him as a UDFA?
Dude, just humble guy. It's one of those guys that you just want to cheer for just because he's a good dude, just like you guys said after the interview. And even before that, Graphk, I mean, you're in it, just the little interaction we had with him, trying to set this up, dial in a time and work out. I mean, he's going and talking to, he had prior obligations to talk to a little league team, right? Obviously, probably give him some words of encouragement at his level going into the pros, talking to them, different sport, but it doesn't matter. So, overall, man, I'm just a big fan of him as a human being. And that hopefully translates onto the football field. Otherwise, you can tell just by the person he is, he's going to succeed in life, whether it's football or not.
Definitely. And I couldn't have said it any better. I think he said everything right, man. I'm excited to see him go into camp and fight for that position. Let me ask you guys this. Who is really his competition at this point? Is it the Malcolm Kuntzes and Jordan Willises of the world? Is that the guys that he's fighting for a spot?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But the thing about a Malcolm Kuntz is not a guy that this regime has bought into.
Yeah.
I think Malcolm Kuntz might be in danger of being in the first couple of cuts. Because, if you look at the way that these guys draft, they draft people.
God, man, it hurts my soul that you say that, but I agree.
But let's just be for real. He doesn't have the measurables of a defensive end.
Yeah.
Have it. And
he's got one skill set. Yeah.
Yeah, this guy does. This guy can do it all. This guy's a big guy. He's 6'5", and I did a little research on him, and his father is enormous. His dad looks exactly like him. The apple don't fall far from the tree.
And he was a tackle, right? Wasn't he like a left tackle, right tackle? Like he played offense on the offensive line.
Yeah. But the genetics are there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you have the genetics, you have the work ethic, and you have the brains. This guy's a smart kid. I think that marriage of skill sets is going to have him on his roster, man. I really do. I think he's the one guy that I look at out of our group. Him and McClendon are the two guys that I think are definitely going to make this roster.
Drake.
We don't have a lot of linebackers, and we don't know yet. We had 2
UDFA linebackers make it last year.
I like that you said that because now we're about to nerd the fuck out here and talk about these UDFAs. Cody.
Yeah, okay, you guys nerd out, bro. See you later.
Hey, real quick.
Shout out to you. Shout out to Kenny from South Park. Shout out to Cartman. Shout out to all your South Park friends.
hey, Cody, you know what's so funny? Wasted said before we went live, he said, I'm going to leave Cody alone during the live. He was like, I'm going to wait till our guest leaves. What we do. Yo, hey, real quick, man, my brother. Hey, Cody, I love you, my brother. As always, man. Hey, plug everything on the way out. Blackoutdivision.com. What else do we got going? Because we got some other things going on too. Like we can't. There's some things we can't really talk about.
Yeah, we got some events coming up still before the season. I'll hit two. There's two things I want to be able to hit this year, and one of them is going to be a wing eating contest going on at Barcode Burgers. Details coming soon. Plan a trip to Vegas somewhere in mid-June. You'll have a chance to maybe meet some current and former Raider players being involved. Everything else, I got to leave up in the air. We can't make anything official yet. Announcement will come soon. And battle for Vegas. So I want to call out Raider Nation, especially Raider Nation that lives in Vegas, because I have two things that really bug me. One is the UNLV thing, not getting love in the NFL. Number two is going to be, dude, Vegas. Buy in, be a fan, come through, represent Raider Nation, especially if you live there. We got to show up because we're trying to grow into the city and have a good time. The Battle for Vegas happens in July, and this is now going to be the 4th annual Battle for Vegas where the Raiders softball team, Josh Jacobs is the captain. You'll see a bunch of other guys there from the roster playing for the Raiders on their team, goes up against the Golden Knights and their softball team, and they play for charity basically. All your ticket purchases go to charity. We'll be there hanging out, doing our thing, getting involved, and trying to get Raider fans there. So that's going to be July 22nd. LV Maximus, I see in the chat, you said you're there in LV. Then, yeah, you better be there. So, yeah.
So that is perfect because my son's birthday, my twins, are July 22nd.
Oh, there we go. We're going to celebrate their birthday in Vegas.
They get a birthday in Las Vegas, and they get to go hang out and see the Raiders firsthand. That is the best birthday present that they can never ask for.
You.
How old are they going to be?
They'll be 10.
I might need to bring Beckham with me. He'll be 6, but I'll bring my son with me, maybe.
Come on,
we'll have a little kids trip.
Yeah,
So
me, the wife,
there's
the kids.
one
Hey, okay, that's fire. We got to do that because look, I got some kids that are already rated out, so they ready for that. You know what's crazy, Cody? You know how I sold them the other day on Vegas?
Yeah.
Outside, we're moving to Vegas. They said we have friends out here. I said you can go to Devontae's camp. Oh, we're going to Vegas?
F them friends. Oh man, real quick. I get it. Priorities.
Yeah, hey man, you know what it is. But hey, my brother, I appreciate you, Lady Deaf Man. Well, I know when we gonna do the audio pod. You gonna work something out?
Let's crank something out tomorrow, and we'll line it up. So yeah, make sure audio platforms only. So Apple Podcast, Spotify, Blackout Podcast. Yeah, we're gonna be doing our thing on there. A little bit separate content. You'll see some stuff mixed in there. So if you want all the Graphk Raiders content, make sure you've subscribed to that too.
There you go. Shout out to our brother Cody, man. Go spend some time with the family, brother.
Yeah, shout out to Barcode Burgers in the chat again.
There you go. And What'sAWhiskey.com. And Happy Dad. We still shouting them out.
Why not?
You know what I mean? There you go. You know what I mean? Salute
Happy
to our
dad
brother
made
Cody.
me an angry dad.
There's 2 events. There's one in June and the other one's in July.
I don't know.
That's what he just said.
The
Man.
wing eating one, right? The one in June, right? The wing eating contest.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can't look. Let's just say there's a guy that has a channel, and he can eat a lot, and he'll be there. You know.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Yeah.
The Skip Wankman of Raider Nation.
Yeah. He'll be eating wings out of a boot. You guys. Shout out to Ruben, Haskell Garrett, Tate Martell, Riley Martell, Adam Plant Jr., Bubba Bolden, Brevin Jordan. Damn, he's saying a lot of names. I can't even say that name. PG, DTR, crazy talented high school roster. Talk that shit, my brother. Shout out to Amp as well. Did you guys hear that? Yes, we talked about that on a live the other day about Palomar putting on 20 pounds. I'm excited to see him this season. That's one of my potential breakout guys this year. I'm not saying a superstar or nothing like that, but a guy that is going to earn his keep. You know what I mean? Him and Luke Masterson, the 2 guys that I'm keeping an eye on the defensive side of the ball. Shout out to Hawk as well. Give Andy that belt for the wing eating contest. Now, for those who don't know, Andy's a picky ass eater, and he's been in the gym crazy. The next time y'all see Andy, he gonna look like me and shit. So just a heads up. Don't talk.
I hope he don't look like you. I fucking hope not.
Shout out to my brother, man, Cody, man. Barcode Burgers is in the building. That's our family, man. We love y'all so much over there. If you guys are in the Las Vegas area, make sure you guys go to Barcode Burgers, the best burgers in town. Real talk. Tell them we sent you. Shieldmore, Blackout, whoever, Planet Raiders. Tell them that we all sent you over there. And my people going to take care of you, man. Now, we got some business, you guys. You guys still got some time or y'all whoop because all my brothers is old and tired and exhausted, except for Andy.
I'm old as fuck, bruh.
Yeah, I know you working like an old man. Damn it.
Right.
Hey, listen. Look. Let's rock, man. We've been saying
Okay.
we're gonna do this since the draft. This is what we do. We cover things that no one else does. It's
There you
time
go.
to rock and roll.
There you
Hey,
go.
real quick, hey Graphk, are you out there in June?
I have no. I'm gonna be in Atlanta in June.
Oh.
Yeah, but if there's a situation where we rocking on some blackout shit, I'll definitely fly me, my wife, and the kids out there. I got to make it happen.
Hold on. Planet Raiders. Softball game.
Oh yeah,
We there.
come on, bro. Like we all there.
We there.
Simple and plain. There's nothing. There's no way around it.
Yo.
Shout out to Hawk.
What the
Saying
fuck
Andy's
is
a
wrong?
Hawk. Saying Andy's a picky eater is like saying Derek Carr was a 5-time Super Bowl champ and runs a 4.2.
Listen, man. Andy is. I don't know what your weight is. I don't even care. But whatever way he weighs, he's a bunch of ass whipping fury. Y'all better back off my dog.
That man will kick a 50-yard field goal with his pinky
face.
toe. Hey, Mike Hawk, your money is no good around here no more, motherfucker. Shout out to my dog, Hawk, man. You ain't shit. All right, look, we're going to do this. We already started talking about Drake Thomas. We all kind of got, designated. Me and Wasted, we're going to attack the DBs that we got as UDFAs. My guys on the right-hand side, Andy and Big Mike, are trenches guys. Two guys that played on the defensive line, played on the offensive line. Let's just go. Like, Big Mike, what do you have on the guys that we were talking about in terms of UDFAs? We have a few of them. Let's chop this fable real quick, King.
Yeah, we were talking a lot about we just covered Adam Plant Jr. What he's already done in UNLV. But another guy that I do like is George Tarlis from Boise State. He's one of those guys that has he already has that NFL type spin move already down packed. He has a motor, which is pretty much the theme for this Raiders team this coming year. So he could be one of those guys that we fall in love with in the preseason. That's like, oh yeah, we really like this guy, but then he somehow makes the practice squad. Just that he's going to be one of those guys that's going to wow you in the preseason. He's going to wow you with his motor, put up big stats, maybe a couple sacks in the preseason. He's going to be one of those guys that's going to wow you because of that motor, because of his spin move, the way he puts his hands, on the offensive lineman, doesn't let the offensive lineman get his hands on you. Yeah. He's one of those type of guys from Boise State that we got to keep an eye on.
I like that. Now let's get to Andy, man, the offensive line specialist, McClendon Curtis out of Chattanooga. How you feeling about him, man?
Well, I mean, I definitely like the fact that we picked him up, and not sure if any of you guys got the time to hear like the half-hour Ziegler recap on what they did in the draft and UDFA today, but he kind of touched on it himself, and I know it's kind of his opinion, not mine, but he was saying that they kind of had to get in a bidding war for McClendon Curtis once the draft was over, and he was getting a lot of attention from other teams. That they had a draftable grade on him, but they just saw it the way the board was going that they didn't need to.
He's gonna fall. Yeah.
So, but my opinions on McClendon Curtis, right? He's a guy that can play both guard positions, but really nothing else, right? But what I like out of McClendon Curtis a lot is it's not a versatility thing, but it's the competition he went up against. He did a very good job. In his Senior Bowl, I believe he performed pretty damn well as well. And I mean, this is a guy, right? You got three people that are really going to fight for that spot on the right side of Andre James, and he's going to be one of them. And he's truly going to have his a fair shot to get there. And McClendon Curtis, I mean, can't really say anything bad about him at all. There was a lot of people that had this guy graded highly. My only thing is that he isn't the best athlete, right? Like when we're talking about like certain gap schemes and how you're gonna down block and how you're gonna do this and how you're gonna do that. I mean, thankfully we have a back like Josh Jacobs, right? That we know that his deal is kind of north and south, right? Not east and west. So we know that there's going to be a powerful downhill run game with Josh Jacobs, and that 100% suits McClendon Curtis to his strengths, right? If you ask him to get a reach block in a zone blocking system, it really won't work that well. But he's a good, mean, nasty blocker, and I'm excited to see what happens. He's another guy. I mean, I know Patrick Graham's a defensive coordinator, but another Senior Bowl guy that's ended up on this roster, so I'm excited for him.
Do you think he battles Muti for that right guard spot? starting right guard spot.
I do. My thing with Nate Moody is that he projects better as a left guard. Like that's where he really did his. That's where he did his damage in Fresno State, right? And for whatever reason, he didn't get the proper shot in Denver, which I don't really care. Fuck Denver, he's with us now. But I think with us, you know, you got Dylan. That's most likely a lock to go back to the left guard. I think that with Moody, right, I think he'll end up on the roster regardless, but we possibly could see something go on with that center spot, right? A lot of people were interested in from last year, right? Maybe moving on from him because he didn't look good last year until the last 4, 5, 6 games of the season. He was consistently getting overpowered and all this kind of stuff. Andre James was. So a lot of the thought was maybe you draft a guy that can maybe replace Andre James. He only got 1 more year on this contract. So
the thing is, with him, it's like I agree with Wasted. It's like the guy is kind of week to week. Like he plays against those powerful DTs. Those when he plays against all pro or Pro Bowl talent, he's cooked. I mean, I don't
even think it's that. I think when he just has a true nose on him, whatever the Pro Bowl status or whatever status the defense alignment has, he just struggles with nose tackles. He struggles when he has somebody on his nose and is going to challenge him on every single way possible. I truly feel like if Andrew Billings lined up against him, Andrew Billings would get the best of him in a true nose position, because that's just not where Andre James suits the best for.
Billings ain't no punk though.
Remember, Bilal Nichols ate his lunch.
Yeah, we were
when he was on the Chicago Bears.
That video y'all did, he cooked.
Yeah,
he cooked.
We were like, "What's going on?" Like Bilal Nichols looks like he stinks, but then he goes up against Andre James, and it's like, wow, Bilal Nichols is halfway decent. Maybe he's worth this $11 million contract.
Well, real quick. Let me ask y'all, because I know we're not going to be on all night. I want to ask you guys about another guy out of Arkansas, a tackle that's 6'9". We paid him $225,000 guaranteed. It looks as though we have kind of high hopes for him. $200 is guaranteed, $25 signing bonus. How do you guys feel about Dalton Wagner, offensive lineman?
He was second team, right? Second team, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't mind it, but I mean, I'm not gonna get hyped over it. We remember this exact same situation. Bam Olaseni was like, oh, maybe this guy is gonna be like a fucking, I don't know, goal line kind of package type deal. He didn't do nothing. I think that this guy is gonna be too slow for the pass rushers we got on this roster. I think he'll be exposed effective immediately. So
okay.
I think it's a little different than Bam Olaseni though, really quickly, because
it is. I mean, he knows football a lot better.
Didn't play a whole lot. You know what I mean? And when you got that 6'9" frame, I personally tend to think that this guy has a shot because he's played against the big competition in the SEC. And he's not as slow, or, you know, he's not as green as Bam Olaseni is. I think this effectively ends Bam Olaseni's time with the Raiders if he's still in the practice squad.
He's gone. He's gone.
He's been gone.
He's gone.
He's auditioning for AEW at this point.
He's gonna play. He's gonna play Kamala in the WWF documentary.
I mean, it's kind of hard to say it though, because yes, the Arkansas guy played in the SEC, but Bam Olaseni had his best film against the top prospects, top defensive linemen coming out of the class last year, and it's the opposite with this guy. You get a speed rush going on this guy, and it's kind of like he's toast, bro. Like, I like it. I mean, maybe Carmen Brasillo could do something, but I mean, he's not really that versatile. They seem to like Brandon Parker a lot. He'll be great to, you know, do some work against in training camp. But I hope the best for him, but he's 25 years old.
You know, the problem with Wagner is that kick step in pass rushing is real slow.
Yeah.
And anybody at 6'9", you're concerned with pad level. You know, especially if you're pass blocking, defensive ends can put their hands right under you, your Statue of Liberty all game.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to. That's a big concern for me for him. He's too tall and he's too slow.
Big Mike, we talked about this guy earlier, right? A guy that kind of went under the radar as a UDFA that we didn't even realize. We actually went and got a tight end, you guys, that a lot of people do not know. Out of Auburn, John Samuel Scheckner. We signed him. A deal was only like $5,000. It was a signing bonus. Like this seems like a camp body situation to me, but I don't know. But we signed 3 tight ends in free agency. Then we just went and got Michael Mayer. This to me just spells camp body. But how do you feel about this particular tight end out of Auburn, man? John Samuel Scheckner.
I think he has potential if we do keep like 4 tight ends. Here's the thing: he can catch the ball down the field. He's one of those tough, hard-nosed tight ends that we seem to be targeting these days.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: like if you look at film on him, he's a great run blocker, and that enough will give you a spot on this team as a number 3, maybe even number 4 tight end, depending on what we're looking for. He can do a little bit of everything. Now the concern is his athleticism. And it just remains to be seen what he can do when it comes to the NFL level. But blocking wise, he's formidable enough to be on his team.
Okay, I like that. Now, I'm gonna stick with Big Mike here, man, because we talked about this guy that a lot of people aren't talking about as well. Oklahoma State, Brock Martin. Now the edge rusher. So we brought in a few edge rushers. George Tarlis. You know what I mean? Like we brought in a lot of guys. How do you feel about Brock Martin out of Oklahoma State?
I think that if we do get some Patrick Graham being that wizard that he's been claimed to be, right? Switch it up and be more versatile with a 4-3/3-4. It can work with him because he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker rather than a 4-3 edge. If we can find packages for him to be that 3-4 edge going after the quarterback, he might find a spot on this team. But if we're depending on him to be on the edge as in a 4-3, I don't think he's going to make the squad. I think that he'll end up being a practice squad guy, polish him up and see what happens, kind of hold on to him and see where we go from there. But it just all depends on what Patrick Graham is dialing up these days.
I like that. Shout out to our brother Hammer, man. He kind of gave his input a little bit on this guy. I know Hammer was a former linebacker. Let's talk a little bit more about Drake Thomas. You know, we're so thin, bro, at the tight end, the linebacker position right now. It's like I feel like this guy has to make the roster. I'm gonna be fucking like what?
Nobody would be more mad than Scout though.
Well, Scout is always Scout is loved. Yeah. Him and Hammer took him in every mock draft, like every one of them. Like I don't think there was one mock draft where I didn't see Scout and Hammer take Drake Thomas.
If I took Drake Thomas, like it was towards the tail end of the mock drafts, but like
definitely.
Like the one thing that he's gonna have to work on, and this seems to be like an ongoing issue for our linebackers, is just playing in coverage. Like, and I see people in the chat, he has a 4.7 40. Again, the underpants Olympics don't mean a fucking thing.
No.
Again, great fucking read and reaction when it comes to the run. Can blitz like a motherfucker. Great angle pursuit. Like, he could be that guy for us, but that one thing right there, coverage, he's got to work on that.
Hammer, let me ask you this real quick.
What's up?
I don't want to bring this guy's name up because it feels like Littleton 2.0. Do you bring Jayon Brown back at this point?
I'd rather shit in my hands and clap. I'm not. Look, I can't. Like, look, you know what's funny? Last year when we signed him, everybody was like, everybody was hype about it. Everybody was ecstatic about it.
Hell yeah.
Like, no, the dude's a really good coverage linebacker. He comes here and he shits the bed. Like,
they all do. They all do.
Yeah, they do.
Corey Littleton is in Carolina snatching shit.
He's doing good in Carolina?
He actually looked pretty good last year.
Hey, we're still paying him too, by the way.
$9 million this year.
I blame that on Paulie G, though. Paulie G was a terrible defensive coordinator.
His defense didn't make any sense.
And I'm hoping Patrick Graham isn't fucking Paulie G 2.0, to be quite honest with you, because it's seeming that way. But go on ahead, Hammer. I'm sorry, brother.
Hammer, I ain't got nothing else to say about the motherfucker.
My only thing is that with linebackers, every linebacker is ass in coverage. It's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, for the most part, unless you're a superstar.
Yeah, it's like, dude, unless your name is Fred Warner, bro, like you're ass in coverage. Honestly, like there isn't one tight end or slot receiver duo that are matchup that I wouldn't take on any linebacker in this league. Like that's just how it is, honestly. So it's like I'd rather a guy that has great spatial awareness, knows where his zone drops are, knows where he needs to be, can read, react, learn his playbook, and come downhill and hit. To be honest, it's like whether one guy you say is ass in coverage, the other one is medium in coverage. It's like Hunter Renfrow, the Trey Tucker. They're all gonna smoke them anyways, bro. Like it is what it is, bro. I've seen Fred Warner get fucking bombed deep, bro. So it's like every linebacker just isn't it. Isaiah Simmons gets cooked, and fuck, dude. I mean,
he's a former defensive back. I mean, you got a whole league full of former DBs playing linebacker that are getting smoked in coverage because let's be honest here, man. The way that these offensive coordinators scheme in space nowadays is next level. It's next level, man. It's damn near impossible when you get some of these athletes that they have now, especially since they brought the power forward into basketball. I mean to football. You got all of these super athletic guys, these tall athletic guys, man, that are fast. It's hard to stay up with these guys. Nobody in the league is going to cover Travis Kelce, man. Maybe Derwin James can, but it's something that's almost impossible to have.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, you're saying that behind the line of scrimmage, they can motion left to right all day long. And if they're in man coverage, you can snap that bitch while the fucking linebacker is feet planted, has no momentum, and the tight end is in motion running as fast as he can. He's going, it's like, bro, it's like, how are you supposed to guard that, dude? It's like there's no way. There's no way for it to happen.
Responsibility and coverage, whether you're in two and playing hook to curl, or you're at the outside on cover 3 and you're playing flats. What the fuck is so hard about staying in that area and fucking making something happen?
Because it's hard to say whether you come down on a drag that's going to get hit for a 3-yard catch that could go for 10, or you're going to go too deep and then you're leaving the whole middle of the field vacant. It's like the linebacker position is hard, dog. That's why
that's a good analysis. So at the same time, like, okay, you got a guy running that short drag route.
Cook him, Hammer. Cook him.
Cross your face rule. Knock that motherfucker the fuck out.
And then get a targeting penalty for a perfectly good tackle.
We're talking about a game that doesn't exist anymore as far as how the linebackers play. It doesn't exist anymore. Linebackers used to be able to come downfield because 60% of offensive plays in the 80s and the 90s were running plays. So linebackers were more valuable at that point. Now linebackers are bad defensive backs now. They're pretty much put into that situation now.
Dude,
so what you guys are saying is we took Denzel Perryman for granted.
Yes,
1,000%.
Pro Bowler, dude. Of course.
1,000%. We wanted him back. The only problem with Denzel Perryman is your ability, your availability. And he definitely was a guy who you knew you can pencil him in for a few games a year, but he's not going to be on the field. Now, the reason why I would go out and I would make a move for, say, for instance, an Isaiah Palomalu is because of the skill set. The skill set is elite. He's the kind of guy that if you can scheme him up and say, hey, man, listen, this is what I need you to do. I need you to play spy, or I need you to, we're going to man you up on Travis Kelce, right? Chip him or whatever, and then you release him to a DB or something like that. He's a guy who has the kind of speed and ability to do that. But a lot of these linebackers, they just from the word go, they just don't have that athletic ability to do that.
Hey, Waste, let me ask you real quick. So we took on the task of speaking about these DBs that we got, right? We brought in a safety, we brought in a corner. We needed to attack that badly, right? Azizi Hearn, I know you kind of did some homework on him. I know Big Mike is in the LA area, so he's very familiar. I would like to have this particular guy, have you guys both talk about, what it is. You know what I'm saying? For those who do not know, we signed the UCLA DB for $18K guaranteed. This is another guy that's going to come in and probably be I don't want to say a camp body, but a guy's going to fight tooth and nail for a spot.
Yeah,
I'll
take
start
a
with-
meat spot, bro. Get him fucking.
Hey,
back in
and
that
I
right
think
now.
I think this might be it for Meek this year. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's
How
over.
long do I gotta beg? Fuck.
Look, this is the problem. Look, Aziz Hearn is a guy that won't make it out of camp. You know, I mean,
Oh man.
look, I mean, let's just be for real. He's a well-traveled prospect, man. He's in his third program. You know, he's an older prospect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not the fastest guy in the world. He's his 6th year of college football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? So
Whoa.
to be quite honest with you, man, this is a guy that is hung around college football, and he's just a college football player. Like,
Yeah.
if you haven't made your mark in college football at this point, you never will. So we're expecting him to come in the National Football League and actually excel at a level that's better than he did, at UCLA. I just don't think it's going to happen, man. I mean, and he also lacks top end athleticism from what I can see from him. You know what I mean? He's not going to be the kind of guy that's going to be able to excel against the kind of receivers we have in the AFC and the AFC West. It's just not going to happen, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He struggles on 50-50 ball situations for him to be a bigger defensive back. So I don't really see a way that he makes this roster, to be quite honest with you.
And his stats don't pop. This is a guy that visited USC, committed to Arizona, then signed a letter of intent, then transferred, went to the transfer portal, went to UCLA, and I don't really see.
Had 1 PBU in the whole season and 0 picks.
Yeah,
You know,
he's done a whole lot of nothing in college, and then the thing is, man, he gives up separation to quicker receivers. So I just don't see what the value is for him in the National Football League. I don't. And even if you move him to safety, he's not the kind of guy. He's not a great tackler. Like, it's just, I just see him being a guy that they see his frame and they want to see what they can do to try to, I think they're going to try to use him, maybe convert him to safety or something to see if they can get something out of him. But him playing corner, it won't work in the National Football League.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you got anything to say about him?
I will say this, man, just to be on the positive side, just throw positives out there. He did have a great pro day. He went out there and his measurables are pretty crazy. He 18 reps on the bench, has a good vert, ran a 4.46. And another thing, he fits well with the scheme that we're running. He likes to cover 3, but he just doesn't have that top end speed that we're looking for. So I do see him trying to convert him to that safety position and see what happens.
Okay, so we're going to keep it DB. How about Jaden Grant?
All right.
Should have went with his teammate Rajon Wright, bro.
Listen,
Oregon
Jaden Grant's
State guy.
another guy.
Go ahead, brother.
Look, this is another guy. This is another guy who is a super senior. Fun guy's been in college for 5 years, and I know you got the COVID year, but it's another super senior. This is another guy who runs a sub 4.6 40. He ran a 4.73. You know what I mean? So you got this guy. You want to be a corner, and see the thing about him is that yes, he has fluid hips. He gets around. He's very coordinated. He has good footwork. The problem with Grant, from what I saw, because I did a little homework on him, just very little homework, just as from what I see from him, is that his instincts are horrible. He has horrible instincts. So he has all the athletic ability. He can get around. He's fluid. He's a bigger corner.
Nah, I don't want to play without instinct.
But his instincts are horrible, bro. And he's the kind of guy that is going to be getting pass interferences, getting burnt. He's not going to turn around. And the thing is that with his frame, he's another guy who could be a possible safety. It's the only possible safety.
Well, he is
maybe a guy on special teams.
He's a safety.
He's a safety, but he's very undersized. He's like 180 pounds, 6 foot.
Yeah. But he started out as a corner. His first few years. So that's the tape I saw as him playing corner, right? So
he had 3 picks last season, though, right? I think he had a sack as well. I mean, look, this can be a guy that can come in and just compete. I mean, like, I think this is a camp body type situation, to be real with you.
I feel like those last 3 were just roast sessions, bro, and I'm here for it. I was having a blast.
I fucking miss Andy. I swear to God. So I have to swag my dog Swag Jeff as well, man. Salute my brothers. If you guys do not follow him and Murph, man, make sure you guys go follow our brothers. They put on a great show. Shout out to my dog Raider, man. The GOATs. Do you believe our UDFAs will have a major impact on how well our season will go? I don't think major, but I think they definitely will have an impact. A few of them. Yeah.
3 of them. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think Drake Thomas. I think Curtis.
Adam Plant.
And Adam Plant. Yeah, like 3 guys that can potentially.
I got all 3 making the roster. Those 3.
I like that, but a lot of these other guys they'll probably sit on a practice squad, and then we invited. We'll do another show at some point during the week where the camp invites, because there are some sneaky guys over there as well. Like not everybody even goes UDFA. There's some guys that get some invites.
That 9th round, bro. That's the 9th round right there.
There you go.
Hey Andy, did you hear, bro? They're gonna probably add a couple more rounds to the draft.
Oh,
dude, and nobody's covering day 5 of the draft, dude.
Hey, waste it. I will.
You weren't even covering it, and you weren't in Vegas for the whole.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Like, what are you
hey, bitch, I was drunk.
hey, it's gonna be real hard being like, and with the 390th pick of this year's draft,
Right? Oh man,
we drafted fucking. I don't even know, bro.
third string fullback runs a 5.3 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro,
but you know what's crazy though? You know what? I want to read this because shout out to our brother
relevant stock just dropped after they added 3 more rounds on that bitch. Like,
but I want to read this tweet though, because like look, like shout out to our brother Paulie D, man. You already know Paul Duracell, man. Goat extraordinaire, man. You know what I mean? But I want to read this tweet because what he said was, where is it at?
But my thing is that you add more rounds. What's the contract's going to look like?
Listen. NFL could add an extra round or 2 to the draft to help with the UDFA process per at Pro Football Talk. The end of the draft already drags on, but I understand why they would implement this. The UDFA signing process is complete mayhem. So Paul said, UDFA process is crazy. Teams call, and this is an agent. Teams calling you with an offer talking about you have 3 to 5 minutes to respond and accept, or it's off the table.
Wow.
Having coordinators and coaching making last minute pitches is absolute chaos. Factor in the emotion that you're pissed off that you didn't get picked. So I understand that. It's like, could you imagine that, bro? Like
you didn't get picked. Like, hey, you want to play for us, bitch?
Yeah.
Like, whoa. Yo. Quick. You want to play, motherfucker?
Bro. Hey, Z calls Adam Plant and says, yo, Raiders, yes, no.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, when you're Wagner and you're like, oh, we got you at 250 guaranteed. Yes, motherfucker, yeah.
But everybody doesn't get that, bro. We just talked about one of our UDFAs that got paid $5,000, bro.
And guess what? He said yes immediately.
Yes, fucking sir. But they call you up. They like, hey, man, nobody care you ain't get drafted, man. Fuck you, man. You want to play or not? you imagine that? If I was a GM, that's how I would call the players. Man. I'm like, hey, yo, man, get your bitch ass down
Our
here.
team would suck, dude. Like,
yo, Omicron said UDFA is like speed dating. What the fuck?
It is, though.
Yeah, you're not lying.
Real talk. Is there any other guys, UDFAs, you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, shit, seeing the Vikings get Ivan Pace Jr. and Andre Carter.
That's crazy.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, my thing is
talk about it.
Like, can I ask y'all something, man?
Of course.
There's something I'm very concerned about. The blind spot that this organization has had with taking linebackers. Like, we always say if we had another line, if we're gonna go on free agency, if it's just a blind spot there. I don't see in what world could you pass up on trying to bring in an Ivan Pace that was not like I don't understand.
So wasted. Me and you agreed on that, right? And then I did some homework. I didn't tell you this, but I did some homework. There's only 3 or 4 teams every year that really attack the linebacker position. Like there's a lot of other teams, bro, that really just leave that room just bare, bro. Like, and we're one of them. Like, Dallas, they always find linebackers year in and year out. But
they at least address it from 4 to 6, like the rounds 4 to 6. We said fuck that, and we went into UDFAs, right? Like, unless we're trying to find the Vontaze Burfict of the UDFAs, and we get a Pro Bowler like he was for the Bengals, they're needed. Like, you gotta have it. Like,
but listen though, I just watched Chicago sign sign a linebacker from Philly instantly, and he got paid because of that defensive line. Like, bro, let's just be real, dog. Like,
well, didn't they also get Tremaine Edmonds?
Well, you know, I'm not but he played behind a stout defensive line as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
hand in hand, the front seven are fucking
bro.
brothers.
Everybody's not a Luke Kuechly. You know what I'm saying? Or these type of guys, NaVorro Bowman.
Luke Kuechly is the best linebacker to ever play football, bro.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
He's one of them.
Number one, bro.
He's one of them.
There wasn't nothing he can do, bro. There wasn't nothing he can do.
Bro, he's one of them. He could cover, play the run.
You tell fucking Ray Lewis to go get fucking Travis Kelce, bro. That motherfucker Ray Lewis isn't doing shit. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no.
Fact, bro. He might fucking pick him up and throw him in the stands on a run play. But
listen, you ain't see young Sugar.
The game is different, bro. You cannot say that Ray Lewis is gonna be out here.
Hey, Wasted just called you racist, bro. I heard it. He said it under his breath.
Yo, you didn't see young Sugar, bro. You didn't see. You wasn't there, Andy. You wasn't
I
there.
don't need to. From the game,
bro. Go back. I totally disagree. Go back and watch Ray Lewis. Like in 2002 and 3 and shit like that.
Dude, yeah, guarding tight ends that ran 7 flats, bro. The game is different, bro. You try and
go back and go watch Sugar.
But you can only go off of the time he played, though, bro. You can't.
Yeah, I get that, but that's what I'm saying. That Luke Kuechly is the best linebacker to ever play.
No, he's not. Lawrence Taylor was a linebacker, bro. Stop that.
You know what I mean? A fucking Mike. You mean I'm talking about Mike linebacker?
So you talk about Mike linebacker? He is not better than Ray Lewis. Luke Kuechly. Lawrence Taylor was an outside linebacker. So
I know, but
he's a fucking pass rusher, dude.
So we talk about Mike linebacker, bro. I don't know if Luke Kuechly is even close to being better than Ray Lewis, bro. Like, come on, bro. Ray Lewis had years with 200 tackles and shit like that. Stop it, bro.
Bro, here's another.
You're very, very disrespectful.
Here's another thing.
And,
man.
If he had a PFF grade back in 2000, whatever the fuck, it'd be
I
a
think Patrick Willis was better than Luke Kuechly, bro.
That's ridiculous.
I think Patrick Willis.
Y'all are wrong. Will Compton is the greatest linebacker to ever grace the football field.
Yo, listen, Urlacher was better than Kuechly. Andy, I think you're tweaking, bro.
I think Patrick Willis is better than Kuechly.
I said that. I just said that. You don't listen, Hammer. I just said that.
My bad, Pops. I didn't hear you.
Andy. Hey, Patrick Willis, dog.
Take it however y'all want. I knew that was coming.
I'm talking about but this is the thing. From where maybe not of all time. Maybe I'm wrong. From my generation,
yes.
Yeah, you're limited. Your limited viewpoint of being 5 years old.
But guess what, Wasted? The best football is being played right now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hold on. Andy, let me ask you this real quick. Who's the best basketball player of all time to you?
Oh boy,
I don't watch basketball.
Okay, but if you had to name a name, it'd be Steph Curry, right? Someone like that.
No, it would not be Steph Curry, bro. It's the one who made everybody fucking go to the sport. It's Jordan.
Okay.
So you
Jordan's
just
not the one who made everybody
you
go to
just
the sport.
retarded. You know, I can't even go off.
Yeah, hey, Graphk, stop trying to jump in and protect Andy, man. Let him
No. I want to talk about this. You cannot, for one, the athletes in today's game are better. That's a fact. Maybe, bro, what? Bro, because you were allowed to do cocaine before a game and go out there and play does not make these motherfuckers better, dude. Because we're allowed to fucking
inject a handful of years ago is so you mean to tell me like Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher, who just retired, are functioning on a just totally different frequency than guys today?
Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Man.
Nah, bro, it's the same generation. Bro.
Y'all know what's funny? Hey, let's just do this. Adam Plant's gonna watch the rest of the show and be like, these motherfuckers be tweaking.
Yeah, man.
My thing is that it's a different style of football right now. It is
definitely.
It is different.
And Ronnie,
back in the day when we watched basketball, you didn't have to shoot. You had one shooter. you had a power forward and center that dominated the paint.
But bro, I don't like comparing eras, but when you talk about football, you talk about Ray Lewis, you act like Ray Lewis and them or Dick Butkus and them played in the fucking 50s. Are you tweaking? And when you talking about basketball, right? The reason why the game has changed is because now there's a zone in professional basketball. When there was no zone in professional basketball, you didn't have to shoot over the zone. Now you do. So shooting is at a premium. This positionless basketball, but it doesn't mean that today's basketball is completely better because there are other things that were going on that you had to deal with, such as physicality.
And,
I'm not going to argue about basketball, bro. I don't like basketball at all.
Nobody in this league will be able to deal with Dennis Rodman and Anthony Mason in today's league.
Not a single.
I don't give one fuck about basketball.
Okay, so let's talk about football. Right? Back in the day, Mike linebackers were responsible for hitting running backs, right? Primarily because it was a running league. Mm-hmm. It was a different skill set, bro. You know what I mean? Now it's totally different. The thing about Luke Kuechly didn't last as long as any of the guys you named. Mm-mm. He didn't last as long as any guys you named. So if he's playing in a league where he had to constantly hit Jerome Bettis and fucking all these dudes, would he have lasted?
Yeah, but you could say you literally
you can't because Ray
you
Lewis
literally just said that you don't like comparing the eras. But if you literally flip the script and ask this motherfucker Ray Lewis to guard the best tight ends and the best slot receivers, he'd get fucking raped, dude.
Here's the difference, bro. Here's the difference. These quarterbacks can lob the ball down the seam, and linebackers and safeties can't do a goddamn thing about it. That's the problem with it, bro. Back in the day, these linebackers and these safeties was coming out knocking your head off if you were lobbing it down the seam.
That's what I'm saying. It's a different game.
So that doesn't make the game better. The game's worse. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Tom Brady said this. Tom Brady said, "You know why I knew not to throw bad passes over the middle? Because I had little wide receivers, and I knew if I threw the ball over the middle, Ed Reed and Ray Lewis would knock them out of the game. They knocked them out of the game." So listen, you gotta understand something, Andy. You gotta watch when I understand what you mean by Luke Kuechly. He was a great player, right? Yeah. But making these bold proclamations from your viewpoint as
Andy, you're right, bro. You are right.
Tweaking.
Dummy.
Yeah.
It's a different style of football that I don't think either one would have success in either one.
You said these damn gents.
I know, man. You little test tube babies.
Hey, look, Andy's right and wrong in a weird way.
Andy's wrong. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Wait, hold on. Listen. So you're genuinely saying that linebackers, if you grabbed a linebacker from then and put him in today's league, they would have the exact same career.
Ray Lewis played in today's league.
Oh my God, bro!
Yo, Brian Urlacher play. The game changed in the middle of their careers, bro. What you talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher, you act like they played 30 years ago. Now, if you're talking to me about, like, say, for instance, fucking Mike Singletary, then you have something there. God. But Brian Urlacher and Ray Lewis and Patrick Willis, what the fuck? That was a couple years ago, bro.
The greatest linebacker of all time is Curtis Bolton. The GOAT.
Oh my God!
Shout out to Rube. Andy is right on this. Talk that shit, Rube. LB's there, asked to do.
Yo, Ruben Russ is 20 years old. Get the fuck out of here, Ruben
never
Russ.
Had to deal with RPO. This is facts. Ray Lewis would have been considered one-dimensional today
because there was no RPO. The quarterback would get his head knocked off
against Colin Kaepernick. Ray Lewis ain't playing against motherfucking Michael Vick.
That was the end of his career.
Bro. I'm just saying he ain't play against a prime Michael Vick.
That was the end of his career, bro.
A prime RPO didn't exist because the quarterback was getting his head knocked off.
The most mobile quarterback that he probably seen was Rich Gannon.
No, Ray Lewis played against Michael Vick in his prime. What the fuck you talking about?
Bro, he played him once in a blue moon. What the fuck you talking about?
So he didn't play. All right. So
every 4 years.
He played against Donovan McNabb. He ain't
so are linebackers asked to do more now or before? Are linebackers asked to do more right now or before?
To be honest with you,
I love it.
More back then because they actually had to hit somebody.
Dude, that is such cap. You literally said 70% of the plays were run plays.
You play against Steve McNair. All of these guys, like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Stop trying to make it like Ray Lewis played in the 1930s, like he was playing against Red Grange. Get the fuck out of here.
You just said
Red Grange.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you young whippersnappers. Listen. Don't.
But there has been bombs. There has been.
Talk that shit, Andy.
But between
you cannot say the responsibilities for linebackers now is less than what it was before when you just
Andy, the only guys on this live 19, 20 years old. So like,
bro, you literally just said that 70% of the plays was running the fucking rock.
I didn't say 70, it says 60. And the thing is
dude, so you give me fucking 5 plays in a drive, and that means I come downhill 4 times. 3 times. That's light work, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
My thing is that some of these
Mace
guys,
just scored, bro.
some of these guys you're talking about, right? So what happens if they gotta constantly go in there and lay the wood to these running backs, bro? A lot of them guys you're talking about are not gonna hold up. That's what I'm saying. Look at Luke Kuechly's a concussion case. He out. Luke Kuechly should still be playing.
Why? Hey, let me ask you this: why don't we want Devin White on this team? Because that's all he can do. He fucking sucks in everything else.
No, but I've never said I don't want Devin White on this team because you just said when we were talking about the linebackers that, no linebacker can cover. I just need him to go side to side and go downfield and hit somebody, right? Did you not say that? Wait a minute, Andy. Wait a fucking minute. Did Andres Reed just eat his own words?
No.
Yes, he did.
No, I did not.
Yeah, okay.
I literally said that all the linebackers in coverage suck. That's a fact.
All right.
This right here is a legit fact. Ray Lewis had to deal with Steve.
That is one tight end.
Steve.
So he had to deal with Shannon Sharp.
That is two tight ends.
Steve McNair was the quarterback.
Think about tight ends in the league now are athletic as fuck, bro. Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, like it's a total different world.
Kyle Pitts sucks, right? He's done nothing.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Wasted, you were right this whole live, bro.
Bro, and that's the thing.
He's
What
talking
the fuck
about.
are you talking about? Like, bro, you talk about these guys. You talk about athleticism. I'm talking about guys who actually produced, like Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez is probably the fucking second or third best tight end of all fucking time, bro. I don't want to hear Doc's bullshit. I'm not listening to his nonsense.
Guess who are above him? The tight ends now.
No, they're not. None of them are.
Fucking
Ray Lewis had to deal with
Travis Kelce isn't better.
Antonio Gates. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You're saying that Travis Kelce is not better.
No.
You're saying that Gronk is not better.
They didn't have to guard OJ Howard, bro.
Like, dog.
Oh my God. Not OJ Howard. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, you're a prisoner of the moment.
These guys they have to guard the Jesper Horsteds of the world, bro. Like this
bro, listen, man. Listen, shit. Listen, bro.
But we also can't act like every person that played tight end was great. I'm
not saying that, but you got great tight ends now. You had more great tight ends back then, to be honest with you. They were more complete. And these are the guys who own every fucking meaningful record in the record book. And none of these guys are going to approach that. The only guy that's going to approach it is Kelce. Kelce's a great tight end. Gronk was a great tight end. Jimmy Graham was a great tight end. But Ray played against them at the end of his career too. No, I don't think Ray really did. He didn't really see Gronk too much. But the thing is that, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, I mean, all of these dudes, man. Come on, bro.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, man. That's the GOAT, man.
Listen, man. Rest in peace to Jerry. Jerry Springer, man, was the only guy, man, who can run for office, bring people out on stage to expose the fact that they're with a man, something like that, which was crazy.
And get paid for it while having
get paid for it.
People watching
and have titties popping out on his show. He was a GOAT. Jerry Springer, listen, it was a lot of Hebrew titty milk popping out on the Jerry Springer show, baby.
Bro,
a lot of Hebrew. This is facts.
Bro, that is hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. All I'm trying to say here is that Luke Kuechly is the best linebacker ever.
Yeah, he's the best linebacker in your lifetime, your very short lifetime, Andy. Listen, I have a pair.
Dude, I'm glad that my lifetime is short right now, bro.
I'm just saying, Andy, I got a pair of Jordan 11s upstairs that were from 1998.
Good. You're older than me, bro. Congrats.
No, but what I'm saying to you is that there's got to be some respect for that, bro.
Those sneakers are older than you, Andy.
I respect Ray Lewis.
You gotta respect what came before you, bro. You and Scout or something.
Hey, Andy and Scout was born when we was in the club tomorrow. Let me see your grill. Let me see your grill.
Yeah, bro. You know what was crazy? I thought about Andy the other day. I told Graphk this. I went to go get a water and a Gatorade and shit from fucking 7-Eleven, right? And I saw that to buy cigarettes, you have to be born May the 3rd, 2002. And I was like, God damn, Andy was born after that. And I'm friends with this guy. Something's wrong with that. I was like,
dude, if you still smoke cigarettes, bro,
I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm just saying. I just,
talk that shit. See, Andy always got a GOAT response, bro.
But see, the thing about it is that you guys fucking vape arsenic and shit like
Don't
that.
say you guys, bro.
And it puts a hole in your fucking lungs. It's probably better to smoke cigarettes. You motherfuckers.
Hell no, bro.
I mean, listen, man.
Cigarettes have you sound like
Hammer dumbass.
Fuck that, bro.
Hammer sitting up there in Vegas. I'm like, what the fuck is that smell? Oh yeah, it's blueberry cobbler.
Yeah, bro. And how many times did I try to take that shit away from Hammer and throw it away, bro? Both that shit is whack, bro.
Him and B, blueberry cobbler. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I said, y'all got a hole in your fucking lungs, man. Stop
But dude,
that shit.
that's the shit, bro. I find that shit so fruity, bro. You're literally inhaling fucking fruity pebble clouds, bro. Like, get out of here.
But Andy, you're right about that, man. My thing is, yo, go, hey, be like a real man in the 70s and the 80s and go get some dip and fucking rot the bottom of your teeth out and get fucking throat cancer. Just like a real man.
Let's not have that conversation with chewing tobacco, please.
Yo, John. Hey, let me tell you something real quick, man. Hey, look, look, I'm not protecting nobody. Andy is right by everything he said. Period.
Andy, do you know what a Walkman is?
Get the fuck out
Do I
of
know
here.
what a what is?
Andy is right.
You know what a
Andy
Walkman
is so
is?
wrong. Listen,
Walkman?
Andy is fucking wrong like a broken clock, goddammit. You know it. Shut your old ass up. Get the fuck out
Hey,
of here.
my brother can do no wrong. I'm gonna see him in a few weeks when I get home. He can do no wrong.
Yo, you were trying to butter Andy up so he comes back to this YouTube shit. Come back to Fight Club. See, that's the funny thing. Andy want to come. He gonna come back to YouTube just so he can argue with us. Oh man, that's all he gonna do. Somebody keep asking.
You see y'all over there blowing fucking fruity pebble clouds and shit.
I fucking hate y'all.
Yeah, bro, that shit is fucked, bro. All I'm saying is the athletes are better right now. Facts.
Shout out to my dog DeMarcus. This live is goated. I hope Plant does another. And no, bro, we already have another one.
He's done, bro. He's seeing this shit like right now. It's over with, bro.
DeMarcus.
No. We're already locked in for another one. We already locked in. Like,
DeMarcus,
bro, he literally just texted me. He literally just
Do I
texted me.
know what a CD player is? Yes.
DeMarcus, reach out to me on IG. You have been selected for the 2023 draft cap, bro. Congratulations.
There you go.
There we go. There we go, DeMarcus. Go grab that hat, man, because my shit got ash on it and shit.
Oh yeah, man. Yo,
I didn't even buy that draft cap, but that shit was whack.
Andy, you ain't had you don't want nothing to do with anything Raider related,
bro. Do you?
I'm
you
here right now.
that
I've been here on every live, bro.
Andy hate the air right now, bro.
If I'm gonna be honest,
yo, this
bro,
some pretty mid-ass oxygen.
if I'm gonna be honest, bro, this
West Oakland air ain't it, man. This shit is trash, man.
Yo, this some trash. I've had better oxygen in Dubuque, Iowa.
Bro, I just think it is that I haven't had a fucking off day in 3 weeks, bro. That's all it is.
Hey, man, talk that shit, bro. Hey, look, bro, in California, you can't. Bro,
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate, right?
Hey, babe, before we moved out to Dallas, how many days I work straight? 30.
Yeah, bro, I'm on 23. I don't want to get to 30.
Yeah, no, bro. In Cali, you got to do that, though, and still be broke.
Yeah, I mean, bro, look, man, I think the most days consecutively I worked in a row was like 48 days after Hurricane Sandy. And it's like, it fucks you up, man, because it's like, you don't even feel like you're chasing this sleep that you never get. Oh, God. It's bad. I worked 16 hours for 48 days straight after Hurricane Sandy.
7 months.
Yeah.
Well, our brother Big Mike's in the military, so it's different. Ain't no fucking days off.
Wait, you didn't tell us, bro? Appreciate the service, man.
Man, shit, yeah, appreciate that, bro.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, Andy. Big Mike killed 7 people in Las Vegas, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. What'd you use, man? What'd you use?
Different, bro.
I tell you what Big Mike did kill. Big Mike beat the shit out of that fucking breakfast, man. He whooped that breakfast's ass, bro. Listen, bro.
He was in the military. I just got my pop's Beretta M9 last week.
All right.
No, hey, Andy gun collection is insane. That shit ain't even fair. I'll be out there with you in a few weeks, bro. I gotta check that joint out. Listen,
we gotta go to a range.
Yeah. Let's hit the range and work out.
Yo, next time we in Vegas, let's hit the range.
Man, that's dope,
When is
bro.
that gonna be, bro? Because I'm gonna have these off days lined up.
No. Fuck all that, bro. When are you gonna come? Because we're gonna be out there anyway.
Yo, June.
When is that?
Yo,
When
we
is
talk
that?
about this in June, yo.
July 22nd, at least.
I'm not going out in July. Fuck July.
Yo, shout out to Taco Man, Cell Block 18 right there.
Wait.
Man.
Why are you gonna be out there in June?
No, not June, July. I fucked up.
July 22nd for the Raiders at Raiders and Golden Knights.
How long is that? That's a 1 day thing?
1 day, bro.
Bro, we gotta make that shit like more than 1 day.
Then let's do the OakLosVegas a flag football game that weekend.
That's gonna be hot as fuck, bro. It's gonna be 108 degrees.
It's gonna be hotter later on.
If Lace's quarterback, bro, we're losing, bro. I don't want to lose again, bro.
Shut your ass up, man. Listen, man. Listen, we're gonna start training right now for that. But to be honest with you, bro, look, man, I'm old. I'm older than all of y'all by a lot. We will be coaching. Listen, we're gonna be coaching this year, bro.
Oh no. I'm definitely coaching.
Yeah, I'm coaching, man. The two old men
coaches, man, because I'm coaching.
Hey, Big Mike, you be the
everybody's coaching, bro. Ain't nobody going. I'm gonna put it like that.
Hey, real quick though, hey Hammer, man. Rube asked you, how do you feel Wilson's gonna do this season?
Wilson.
I'm excited to see what he does at the next level. Again, we talked about it. You can have him at the edge. You can move him inside. I'm just excited to see what this kid is capable of doing at the next level.
There you go. Shout out to he said, Andy, your LB is good, but saying better than the Stork, Ted Hendricks, I want to go shoot. 916 all day, every day. Shout out to Kenna. Let me see.
That motherfucker was a Packer and a Colt.
Team Docs versus Team Wasted. He don't want that smoke. He on the West Coast too.
I definitely want that smoke, bro. Yo, you talk real greasy, bro.
Dude,
I definitely want that smoke. I'll put my team together, bro.
Who?
You and Hammer?
You and Hammer?
Yo, look, listen, we'll put our team together, bro. Team Docs versus Team Wasted.
Hey, you better go reach out to Malcolm Kuntz.
Bro, listen, you gonna name your team Brokeback Mountain.
Bitch, your back don't work either. No. Hey, but real talk, man. Everybody, we appreciate you guys so fucking much, man. We have fun tonight. We're gonna be doing some more stuff. I really want to break down eventually the invites, to our camp. There's a bunch of players that we can talk about with that, but
and how many of those players do you know?
None.
Yeah, so much.
But guess what? I'm gonna do my homework on them because that's what we need to do, right? So it is what it is, bro. This is gonna be the dead silence, white noise period.
Perfect time for another 3 months off, man.
I fucking hate Andy to death.
Yo,
bro.
Andy, you can't take no months off. Look, we had an idea today for Planet Raiders. We're gonna do the Andy's film state live from the bunk bed.
Yeah,
that bunk bed is gone. Bro.
Yeah, I know, but listen, that shit goated. Live from the bunk bed. Andy,
hey, BZ from the bunker.
That's whack as fuck.
That's whack as fuck. Everything's whack, bro. Fucking
everything's whack. He's like, oh, I fucking hate ice cream.
Like, there's no way you said that though. And actually,
apparently, you shitted on a Philly cheesesteak a long time ago, and look at what happened.
Yeah, you remember that? Yo, that shit was funny as hell. He said, "Hey, Hammer, I ain't gonna lie, man." He said,
this shit love you fire.
Oh, when we went to
Pete's.
Yeah, Chicky Pete's.
Wasn't even memorable, bro.
Man, get the fuck out of here. You whipped that cheesesteak ass. That shit was not, yo. That cheesesteak was done, bro. It was no cheese or steak left to be had, motherfucker.
When you fuck, bro, it's got to be eaten, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We don't care where you guys are watching, whether it's on Hammer's channel, my channel, Waste's channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Also, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. We had a ball tonight. This was fun. We had Adam Plant Jr. on, a guy that's definitely gonna. My dog is eating my hand right now, bro. This shit is killing me. Like she is really on some extra shit. But Like, bro, a guy's gonna fight for a roster spot, and if you guys didn't get a chance to catch him, run it back. Definitely, he'll be back on the show very, very soon. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. We may have another guy here that plays for the Raiders, actually plays for this team. That's a lot of your guys' favorite player on this roster. Coming on the show again soon this week. So stay tuned with that, man. Do you guys have anything to say on the way out? That Whistle Whiskey's kicking in, man. I gotta go.
Whistle Whiskey. Shout out to Whistle Whiskey. I have something to say. Listen, I have something to say.
Luke,
It's very profound.
Stu.
Oh my god.
That shit was gay as fuck.
Whoa, dude.
Well, we
Say
just-
happy as fuck at least.
No, we're not doing that, man. What's up, Big Mike? What you guys say on the way out, bro?
Man, go over, check out my YouTube, Big Mike Raider, Big Mike one word, Raiders second word. Go check me out if you haven't already. Go ahead and like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks.
There you go. Little bro Hammer, what you got?
Love you guys. Raider Nation news today. We on that road to 7K. Those that are in here that have not yet, hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you shit.
There you go. Little bro Andy, I know you don't give a fuck about nothing, but what you got to say?
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, you guys. Bye.
Oh, and he got the fuck up out of here. There we go, man. We love y'all. We appreciate you guys. As always, we outro, man.
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.